ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another video, and today is the finale of this season of For Your Consideration. So as you guys know, last night was the Oscars. They happened. The Super Bowl of movies happened last night. It was the biggest award show of the year, and I watched it on a TV through FaceTime, because living in one of the biggest cities in the country apparently isn't good enough for you to be in a right region for you to be able to live stream it. So I watched it through a FaceTime, on a TV through a FaceTime. So that was my experience last night. Following it along on Twitter. I would have loved to have it up on my TV and do a reaction video and all of that, but I couldn't. Thank you, ABC. Thank you, Cox. I appreciate it. But I'm done with that. We're gonna get into it. So you guys obviously know I've been keeping track of this a lot, and guys, I kind of killed it last night. So basically, this is what's gonna happen is today I'm just gonna go through all the categories. You guys saw my predictions video last week. I changed some of my predictions right before things happened. So we're gonna go through them all again. I'm gonna tell you who I wanted to win, could win, will win, and then I will tell you who actually won and give you guys my reaction. So without further ado, first, if you are new, thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video, like and comment, and subscribe, and all that means the absolute world. If you are new, please consider dropping a subscription. But thank you for clicking on the video. That really means so much. And if you are a returner, thank you so much for returning, keeping the momentum going. Make sure you guys keep supporting. It means the absolute world. So without further ado, I think let's just hop right in and get into it. All right, so we're gonna go from top to bottom. These aren't in order of how they were presented. That would be wild, but we're gonna just get into it. So first one I had was Best Visual Effects. I wanted Avengers Endgame to win. I thought Lion King could win, and I wanted Avengers Endgame to win. I thought it would win, and it didn't. That was just kind of like I want to throw Avengers Endgame a bone because that was the only nomination it got. 1917 did win it. The practical effects, special effects, they're great, so I can't really doubt that. So that one I got dead wrong, and then I only got one other one dead wrong. Yes, that's right. Out of the 24 categories, out of the 24, 4 of them I did not talk about. That is a live action short, animated short, documentary, and short or like live documentary. I didn't do those because I didn't see any of them. But I actually predicted all 4 of them right, but we're not gonna get into that. But out of the 20 categories, I only got 2 dead wrong. There are 2 that I got partially wrong, but we'll get into those later in the video. But the next one that I got dead wrong, the only one I got dead wrong, was Best Sound Mixing. I wanted Ford v Ferrari to win. I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could win, but I did think Ford v Ferrari would win. I thought it was gonna win sound editing, and usually those sound categories go together. So I thought, well, if it's gonna win sound editing, it's gonna win sound mixing. But again, 1917 took it. It's killing me. The 2 I got wrong were both wins by 1917. So those are the 2 that I got dead wrong. So that was pretty good. There were 2 that I got partially wrong. I got the rest right, guys. I only got, if you count the half wrongs as dead wrongs, I only got 4 wrong out of 20. And if you're counting the other ones I couldn't really talk about, I got 4 wrong out of 24. So I had a pretty good night. So we'll just kind of get into it real quick. Best sound editing, wanted Ford v Ferrari. I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could win. Ford v Ferrari was gonna win, and it did. Production design, wanted 1917 to win. I thought 1917 could potentially win, but I knew that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood would win, and it did. Best hair and makeup, wanted Joker. Joker could have won, but we all knew Bombshell was going to win, and it did as well. Costume design, this one made me very happy. I wanted Little Women to win. I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could win, but I thought Little Women would win, and it did. I was so happy that Little Women got a little bit of love. Best song, this one was a little bit obvious as well. I wanted Rocket Man to win. I thought Frozen 2 could win, but we all knew that Rocket Man was going to win, and it did. Best score, I wanted Marriage Story to win. I thought it could win, but again, we knew Joker was going to win. Best international film, aka the Parasite category. Parasite won, not too much there. Best editing, I wanted Ford v Ferrari to win. I thought Joker could win, but I thought Ford v Ferrari would win, and it did. So those were the wins for Ford v Ferrari. There was 2 of them. I love Ford v Ferrari, so I was very happy. It actually comes out on Blu-ray tomorrow, so I'm going to go buy it. Best cinematography, I was very happy about this one as well. I won 1970 to win. I thought The Lighthouse could potentially win, but I thought Deakins would take it, and he did. I was very happy about that because that cinematography in that film is incredible. Okay, we are through the technical categories. Besides screenplay, we are into the big stuff. 3, 6, there are 9 categories left, and they're all big. So the first one we're going to go over is director. I changed this right before the nominees were read because I was like, you know what? I think this person's going to win. That still counts. It hadn't been named yet, so I still count that prediction. I wanted Sam Mendes to win for 1917. I changed it and said that I thought Sam Mendes could win. Originally I thought he was going to, but then I changed it to say that he could win. And then I said I thought Bong Joon-ho would win, and he did. And the reason why I changed that was because the next category we're going to talk about, Best Original Screenplay, happened. I wanted Marriage Story to win. I thought Marriage Story or Parasite could win, but I thought Tarantino was going to take it home for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but Parasite won. So that is one of my half rights. I thought it could win. I had it in there as a could win, so that's half right for me. So that changed the script for me. It winning Best International, it winning Original Screenplay, set it up very well for Bong Joon-ho to win it. So I switched it, and he did. He won. Which then made it very interesting because I was like, okay, they have a big history of splitting. So the director, if they win it, they're not going to win Best Picture. It happened last year with Alfonso Cuarón and Roma. Green Book won Best Picture. I thought that was the case this year. I thought whoever won Best Director was not going to win Best Picture. That's why I flipped Sam Mendes, because I was really confident in 1917, but we'll talk about Best Picture in a little bit later. Best Animated Film. Wanted Toy Story 4 to win. I changed this in the predictions. I said I thought Klaus could win after it won the BAFTA, but Toy Story 4 won. I was very happy it did because I was a little nervous. I didn't think I thought, something might sneak up and beat it, but Toy Story 4 did come out with it. Then we move on to Best Adapted Screenplay. This was by far the happiest I was all night. I wanted Little Women to win. I thought Little Women could win, but I thought Jojo Rabbit would win. I changed that in my prediction video, and Jojo Rabbit won. I was so happy. That film is just incredible. It's so heartfelt. It's so deep. It's just insane. I'm so happy for Taika and everyone involved for Jojo Rabbit to get some love. That was the best part of the night, was Jojo Rabbit winning Best Adapted Screenplay. Now we move on. We got 6 categories left. No, 5. The acting ones were pretty obvious, so we're going to kind of blow through those real quick. Supporting Actress. Florence Pugh, I wanted to win. I thought she could win, but Laura Dern took it home. Best Supporting Actor, I wanted Tom Hanks to win. I thought he could potentially win, but again, we all knew Brad Pitt was going to take it home. Saoirse Ronan for Best Actress, I wanted to win. I thought Scarlett Johansson could win, but again, Renee Zellweger took it home. Best Actor, I wanted Adam Driver. I thought he could win, but Joaquin Phoenix took it. Those ones were all pretty obvious. I think the reason why I got a lot of them right was because this was a more obvious year for the Oscars. I mean, what can you say? But it's time to get into the one that we all want to talk about, the one that was kind of shocking. It was very shocking that Bong Joon-ho won director because he didn't win the DGA. Sam Mendes in 1917 won the DGA. So that was a huge upset. And at the time I didn't know that, but then I started reading Twitter and stuff, and they're like, this is a big deal. So that was huge. But now we're on to Best Picture. So Bong Joon-ho won Best Director, so I thought, okay, there's a pretty good chance that 1917 is going to take it. But as we got closer and closer, I was like, you know what? I think Parasite might take this. And I was on a FaceTime, as you guys know, watching it. I was on a FaceTime with my mom and dad, and as the nominees were being read, I was like, God, I really think Parasite might take this. I couldn't change my prediction in time, so I just stuck with my prediction. I wanted Ford v Ferrari to win, obviously. It was my favorite of them all. I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Parasite could win, and I said that 1917 would win. Obviously, one of the big shocks of the night, Parasite won Best Picture, the first foreign language film to win Best Picture in the history of the Oscars. Unprecedented. It's amazing. I'm so happy Parasite won. It's not my favorite, but I respect what it did, and I understand how important and how insane this film is. And so I'm very happy it won. Very happy for Bong Joon-ho. I'm very happy for everyone. It was a great film. Not taking it away from it. It should have won. I believed it should have. but I thought 1917 would, because that's also a fantastic film. This was a hard year because there were a few films that were still in the race going into yesterday, and it was neck and neck. Like I said, I had two in the could wins. I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or Parasite could win. It was a tough race. For Parasite to win, I'm very happy, but I only got a half point because I had it in the could win. I really thought 1917 was going to win. It was a big night for Parasite. It won Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Picture, which means that the Academy thought it was the best written film, the best directed film, and overall the best film of the year. And if you count the SAGs, it was the best acted film of the year because they won Ensemble. So Parasite is just, it transcends like any of these other films this year. It was just above and beyond the best film. Not just best international film. It was the best film of the year, and the Academy confirmed that with the awards last night. So guys, overall, 2 half points and 2 0 points. The rest I got correct, which gives me a grand total of 17 out of 20 on the night if you count the half points. I was very happy because last year I didn't do so hot. I missed a lot of the acting categories last year. I completely missed Best Picture because I thought Roma was a lock. And a lot of the technical ones I didn't get right either. This year was a way bigger year because I actually really paid attention to award season. I saw all the Best Picture nominees, so I had a better insight onto what I thought was going to win. But guys, let me know down below in the comments, what did you think of the Oscars? Like, it was insane. It was mind-blowing what happened this year. Let me know down below in the comments below, what do you think about it? What do you think about Parasite winning? Who do you think should have won? Who do you think got snubbed? Who are you happy won? Again, very happy Jojo Rabbit took home adapted screenplay. It really deserved it. But guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for following along on this 4-year consideration series. We will start it back up around the end of this year, getting ready for award season once again. We will do it a lot more in depth this year, we will do it a lot more in depth for, I'll say, season 2, because I will be into it, we'll be following it more, and we'll really get more in depth. But this was like the trial run. I feel like it went really well. But again, guys, let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of the Oscars? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you not like the decisions they made? Were you happy with the decisions they made? I was overall happy. I was satisfied with the decisions that's made. I was very happy Parasite took home the big award of the night. But guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.